All right.
We are going live. I didn't think I'd make it here on time. I was running around crazy this morning. Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick
Chick
Picker.
picker.
We are here and we are a minute early.
A
That is
minute
crazy.
early.
I thought I was going to be late. Running around crazy. Why
Yep.
is that?
Let's see.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. All right. Let's see if we can get everything going. Get the chat right.
Mhm. What I'm working on.
Live chat. There we go. All right.
We're here.
We are.
Nobody else is here.
Nope. We the loners. Well, I hope y'all are having a good morning. It's Wednesday, April Fool's Day.
April Fool.
It is officially 4 years that I have been full time.
Awesome.
Officially, it's 4 years that I quit my 9 to 5, and I've been full time.
So, did you treat it like an April Fool's joke with your previous job? Did you just go in there
Well,
and say, I quit?
no,
April Fools. No, I really quit.
no. What did I do? I did a So I put my 2 weeks in, and I kind of timed it so my last day would be on April Fool's because I just thought that would be funny. And yeah, that's kind of how I did it. But it was great. I only went in for I didn't even go in for a full shift. I went in for I think I left at noon because I was like, screw this. When you get to the very end of something, it's like it's just not even worth it. Just end it now. And I said, all right, here's my badge, here's my keys, here you go. It's all
There you
yours.
go.
And yeah, so it was great.
That's good. Look, you got a super chat from Tommy
I
Bernard.
know. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that. For a new
What's he
clock
doing up
fund.
this early?
I know. He's getting to
Because we
keep
started early.
he's keeping bum cracks hours now.
Because Tommy always stays up late. I mean, this is early for him.
Yep. Hank says April foolishness ain't got no ain't got shit on reality. Had tornado touchdown yesterday evening, and I called that shit even before even looking at the weather. Gator mating season 2. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Hank. Well, I hope everybody's okay. Did it touch down in your area? There was a big earthquake in where was it, Idaho yesterday too. Shit's going
Hmm.
down.
Wonder if hillbilly pickers got hit.
I don't know.
There in
Um,
Idaho.
yeah,
Of course, north to south, Idaho is a big state.
yeah,
East to west, not so much, but north to south, they go for
yeah. But
hundreds and hundreds of miles.
earthquakes can usually be felt pretty far. They have a long. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You can feel them when they're miles and miles away. Tommy says he just got back from Ireland. Was thinking about you, Todd. Heard flat tires are expensive. Okay.
You were in Ireland, Tommy? Oh my gosh. How'd you get back? I thought the flights were grounded from Europe or to Europe.
I don't know. You might be just fooling.
Yeah,
Fishing
it's
and
April
picking?
Fools.
You don't have that. I fell for it for a
April
minute.
Fool.
I am like the most gullible person. I'm so gullible. So everybody, I gotta put my non-gullible hat on today and see through everybody's bullshit today. Because if not, man, I'll be digging myself a hole in the backyard or something. My stupid ass married my second wife on April Fool's. She is the only one smiling about that. Fishing and Picking says, April Fools, I just have the dumbass virus. That's all. Oh, yeah. Tommy says, yeah, we were on David the Car Boot Picker's show. We were talking about Scotland. Oh, my God. Hank says, we were on the road to Mama's, saw all these unacceptable looking clouds, and the wind was insane, whipping the truck around. It hit up road from her, flattened some chicken houses and stuff. Well, I'm glad you weren't in it. Those things are awful. When we got home,
aren't you supposed to wear a kilt when you talk about Scotland?
I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe that's not a rule.
I don't know. I'm surprised more men don't wear kilts. I don't know. I'm just saying. I just thought I'd put that out there.
More don't?
I'm surprised more men don't. Yeah.
I guess there's a law against it, but
you get your, you get air conditioning and it's like free Willy. Oh, I didn't mean to put Willy in there, but anyway. It just kind of went together. Oh my gosh, I'm getting red. What in the world? All right, you talk now. I'm done.
I got nothing to say. If I'm gonna do
that was good. I didn't even try to do that. That was funny. Yeah, Tommy says, I think I would literally shit my pants if I saw a tornado anywhere close by. Yeah, I know. And I'm in good old Tornado Alley.
Well, you're
come on.
You're more likely to get killed by corona than you are a tornado. So
I don't know. We're in both seasons right now, so I think it's I think it would be close because they're going to start popping up here pretty quick.
Yeah, you are in Kansas.
Mhm. Got to start definitely keeping an eye on the sky.
Yep. I saw an article that said corona has now killed more Americans than died on 9/11.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is, sort of. I mean, they're all spread out. It's not like all that devastating concentrated like it was. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of parallels to Corona and 9/11.
Yeah.
Just the way things shut down and the stock market crash and that and that and that and that.
Yeah.
A lot of
It kind
comparables there.
yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Hello, Miss Maggie.
Good morning.
Maggie, the Jersey Sound.
I have to change it. It just keeps remembering that name. How's everybody? I gotta find YouTube.
Oh, we're doing all right. We're
Yep.
doing okay. I heard that they're definitely the outlook for this is not good. Yesterday, I mean, it was they're definitely looking at a lot more deaths than what there are right now. So
I've seen all different numbers. I saw 200,000, and then I saw something this morning that said 50,000.
yeah,
I mean, there's how
I
many?
mean, you don't know. They're just speculating, but. Morning, Callie.
Morning.
I don't know. It's when you think about it, though. I mean, I don't know. What's with all this missile test going on? Is Corona the squirrel while something really big happens?
I haven't even heard anything about missile tests.
You never know.
I think there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes right now.
Yeah.
Oh, North
Yeah.
Korea.
Because I'm a smoker, Hank. That's why I'm coughing.
Oh, look at her emoji.
Yeah, I
Is
know.
Is that dapping or is that coughing in your sleeve?
Oh, I think it's
Or
coughing.
dabbing. Dabbing. Is it dabbing? Not
Dabbing.
dapping.
It's
Yeah.
dabbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. I forget sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I am sure there's a whole lot more than we even know about that's going on. They just kind of treat us like mushrooms, keep us in the dark and feed us bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
a good little thing.
I totally feel that way. I feel like there's so much more going on, but I mean, all we can do is, try to live our lives, be safe, and
keep doing what we're doing.
yep.
Yeah.
Keep making sales.
Yeah.
Keep making sales.
I mean, it's plugging along. I have 3 today, which isn't terrible, but
No.
well, I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible.
Nope.
What's killing me is FBA. My biggest, the biggest part of my business has been my FBA books, and
right.
It's really hurting me.
Yeah.
Because you can't send in new.
No.
No, still can't send anything in.
And I mean, I've been selling. I think I'm down to 198.
Wow. So you're gonna really have to once it opens up, you're really gonna have to build up your bulk.
Yeah, I am.
Build up your store again.
But there's a delay getting all those shipments processed once they get to the warehouse too, because they get all this at once.
And I have things I've sold FBA that have been sitting there. See, they're not even shipping out.
Oh.
That they're not even shipping out stuff. So I have sales, but they're not being shipped.
Right.
And my last 2, like I've got feedbacks were negative feedbacks for shipping, which Amazon takes care of, but they they don't remove them, they strike them.
Mhm.
So they show up on your feedback page with a line through them.
I see.
And they don't count. Like I still have like 100% feedback rating, but if anybody were to click through and look, they would see these negative feedbacks. Let me see. My oldest order that's still waiting to be shipped was, well, a week ago. I guess that's not terrible.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So are they shipping anything?
I guess they are, because well, the oldest one I have that's still pending that somebody purchased but hasn't been shipped was March 22nd.
Because you would think if they ship something that they would ship everything.
Yeah,
That's my thinking about it. Like, what's going to be more dangerous, if it's wrapped in plastic?
I don't think
Anyways.
it's that as much as
mm.
they're prioritizing shipping out other things.
Oh,
I don't
Yeah,
think they're yeah.
Isn't it that they're prioritizing like more necessity items
Right.
than
so
non.
when they get through prioritizing, then they'll ship your stuff out?
Apparently, but realistically, if we're stuck in now for another month, this is gonna,
At least.
yeah, at least.
If not, I think too.
That's what I'm hearing. Really not. And even the president said it. He said, till April 30th, and then he said, I expect all this to be going on the downslide by June 1st. And I'm thinking, oh crap.
Yeah. Well, do you have those double listed on eBay?
Not all of them. I mean, that's a good, I could get them
Well,
cross-listed.
But they're gone, right? They're not merchant.
Oh, they're not in my, yeah, no, they're there.
Yeah.
In everything I'm doing now, I'm listing merchant fulfilled and also putting on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Morning, Cindy. Morning, Mike, Bumcrack, and Tommy.
Hi, everybody. I heard a really good thing from Gary Vee yesterday. I think it was on one of his older videos, but he said something, not quoting, but he said something to the lines of, as an entrepreneur, you never know what you can do. So don't judge yourself because that'll cause you fear. Don't underestimate yourself. Just, you don't know what you are capable of, and until you're going to the extremes, which you probably haven't yet.
Right.
So just make sure that you're doing everything that you can do, and don't say, well, I didn't do 50 listings yesterday. And of course, people that have never sold from home or have had a motivation inspired business, because I believe that this business is all about motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that's not done that themselves have no idea,
right,
what it takes to work from home. And so you just have to give it your all and make sure that you're doing everything that you can to make it better. And that's where it's almost like your everything that you put into it is making you sales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
make sure that you're doing everything that you can do, whenever, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you want to work full time and you're a hard worker and you're a hard worker, then be a hard worker, but don't say, well, I didn't get 50 listings today, and so I'm, I gotta, spank myself on the butt for that. You make sure that you don't
You
spank
got to
yourself.
do the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
We do.
So that was
Thank you for that motivational speech.
You're welcome.
I do,
Thank you, Gary V.
I do appreciate it.
I
I'm feeling a little down, you know, and
yeah,
I like that kick in the butt
yeah.
because, yeah. Good morning, Shirley.
I wonder
Yes.
how many more full-time resellers there will be because of this, because a bunch of people are out of work. And if they were already selling some,
It depends on who has, I think it depends on who has stuff to sell though, you know.
I'm
if
seeing a
you-
lot of people that are talking about pulling their stores because of this. And I'm like,
I'm like,
I'm
yeah, I don't
not-
get that.
I'm not going to shut down until they make me.
Well,
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, you can look at it that way. You can look at it as, well, I'm just going to shut down because nobody's buying anything anyway, or I don't have anything that anybody's going to buy. People are always buying, and so, don't limit yourself to, well, if I'm just going to sell clothes, then there's no reason for me to be, I might as well just shut down. Well, no, because people's always going to need clothes,
Right.
and
Yeah.
if it's something that, like it, thrift stores, places to get inventory, a lot of those places are closed right now.
Right.
Mhm.
It may be something where you have to buy a bulk box or think outside the box and order in, have it mailed to you.
Mhm.
Get with other resellers. Maybe they have some stuff they want to get rid of, and and you could use it. Put that out there. You do have to think kind of outside the box and think of other ways that you can get inventory if that's an issue. I think it's a good thing to have a death pile.
Mhm. Now.
I'm thankful for it.
Oh yeah.
I'm thankful for it because
Seriously.
if I would have been up a creek if I didn't have anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are praising the death piles these days now.
Yeah.
yeah.
I see that a lot.
I'm running out of clothing to list. I have tons and tons and tons of books.
Well,
I mean, do you think? I mean, is that an option for you, Maggie, to maybe look into ThreadUp and maybe
I did actually do that yesterday. It's the first time I've ever done it. And what they've got available, the boxes they have available now are it's like size extra small, 2, 4. They're just tiny sizes. And I did even look at, is it Goodwill Blue Box?
I think so, yeah.
And they don't have anything available right now, but I'm going to keep looking to see if they have. I don't know if there's, I mean,
what about bulk?
I haven't even looked at bulk.
Yeah.
Bridget
Go to
buys
that.
stuff from bulk.
There's
Yeah.
bulk, or I mean, there's lots of those, boxes that you can buy, that have. I'm sure they have clothing in them.
Yeah. I know that I'm still getting notices from estatesales.net of online estate sales where you can look at what's available online and then you just go pick it up if you win it. So, and
Oh.
I've never done that before, but yeah. But
Yeah,
bulk is a
that's
good idea. I was
definitely
trying
an
to,
option.
yeah, I'm gonna have to just think out of the box, like you said.
Yeah, and I mean especially if you need inventory, I mean, there's so many places and so many. Go dumpster diving.
Who
Who knows? Who knows what they're doing? Like who knows if and people might be throwing stuff away right now.
Yeah, can you see me getting caught dumpster diving with Pennsylvania plates here in this New Jersey
Oh,
New
yeah.
Jersey parking lot?
Might get a little
Just say
I
I
get-
came all the way from Pennsylvania to dumpster dive in your dumpsters.
Or, I find out when trash day is. A lot of people are
And-
going to be cleaning out their closets.
Yeah, just drive around to
Just
the,
drive around and
Mhm.
see if you can find anything.
yeah, bum crack, the membership to the Death Pile Appreciation Society. Yeah, that's true, Hank. Well, Hank says take the opportunity to do a little closet clean out in your own house.
Mhm. Or, you could put it on Facebook Marketplace in search of, somebody that's wanting to get rid of clothing,
Yeah,
plus size clothing or something.
Mhm.
And maybe you can make a deal, There's, you just
Yeah,
gotta think
there's
outside the
opportunity.
box.
And
Yeah.
you could pay them right on Facebook and have them just set it outside
And then
on
just not even
on
come
their
in
porch.
contact.
Yep.
Mhm. That's a great
Yep.
idea.
You don't even have to
I know,
Come
don't you love it?
face to face,
Yeah.
I love not having to talk to people. But in my case, anytime I make a sell like that, they want to freaking stay a while and take a 3-hour bus or whatever, or a bus in 3 hours, I should say. Stay a while. They don't come with a ride. That's just my luck.
Yeah.
I sold a bathing suit on Poshmark.
Good.
Oh, awesome. I just
I think
listed
I-
a few bathing suits.
I actually sold one on eBay last night too, but they haven't paid for it yet.
Yep.
And I sold a game.
I sold a game too
Did you? Yeah, I.
for $57.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Very cool.
What game?
It was a 1980, I think it was 1984 TV guide game show game. It was one of the
Wow.
yeah. So that was a good sell.
Yeah.
I was like,
Um,
what is this for?
I when I had Brandon, because I had it outside in the garage, and so when Brandon was pulling that game, I said, "Is there any other games sitting right there?" And he's like, "Yeah, there's like a whole pile of them." So I had him bring them all in. So
There
I
you
can
go.
get them listed.
So you got all your inventory done right yesterday?
No,
No. Still working
No.
on it.
Yes, and I
Oh.
list like I mean it might take a few days because like how I'm doing it, I don't want to like slack off on my listing.
Right.
So I I have all the ones that aren't listed in a bag.
Mhm.
And so I'm pulling from there, double checking with my list, and then if it's not listed, I'm listing it.
Mhm.
And so I still have those 2 rows in there that we have to go through, and we're doing that today because Brandon's off work again today.
Good.
So,
Yep. Crack that whip.
So that's good.
Cindy says I sold 2 games yesterday. One was 18, and one was 29, and a workout
Awesome.
CD for 18.
All right.
People are just trying to find stuff to do.
I gotta
Trying
go
to
get
keep-
that
Yeah.
bathing suit.
Okay.
I
Trying to
sold a
keep
couple
busy.
of beauty products the last few days. I'm like, why do you need to be beautiful right now? The only people seeing you are those you're locked away with.
Well,
A lot of times women do that just for them, Todd. They don't do it for
Yeah.
other people.
I know it. I'm just teasing.
Oh. I thought you were giving me a true
April
man
Fool.
question.
We-
Okay.
We
Yeah,
can't
thanks, you
see
got me.
Todd's face. He might have put his makeup on this morning. We
That's
don't
Right.
know.
That's true. Thanks, Maggie. You're a peach.
Love you too.
Anyway, So I have a story. I went to the post office yesterday,
Hmm.
like I always do, and they have a new edition.
Plastic.
In front of the counter,
Uh-huh.
they had put clear shower curtains
Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay.
to have a barrier between the customers and so I had to reach my packages, lift up on the plastic, shove package up underneath and on the counter.
See, what's that gonna do? I mean, besides keeping people from coughing in their face, really, that's
And then I went outside and 3 cops. I mean, we don't even have that many cops in our town, but 3 of them, 3 different cars had a unmarked white van pulled over right there by the post office, and they were searching through the back of his vehicle. And the guy was standing on the sidewalk with looked like his bill of lading or something. I don't know.
Huh.
But they're digging through all of his boxes. I mean, that's
Oh.
weird, isn't it?
It is weird.
He didn't seem like he was a townie. So I wonder if they're just like pulling over everybody that just kind of looks suspicious.
That's
I
right.
don't
That's
know.
not, that's against the law, right?
Yeah.
Well, probably not
Yeah.
in Central Texas, small town USA. They can
It
pull over anybody
is.
for any reason. But yeah, it may have been, yeah, it may have been somebody called the police, said, hey, there's a strange vehicle in town. Or,
I'm sure that happens a
Yeah, I'm
lot.
sure.
and
Small town USA, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, we don't have much of a downtown, but they had him pulled over right in the middle of town, like everybody driving by is rubbernecking and
Oh yeah.
I got suspicious, man. It just looked like but it was strange. It was just a very plain white panel van, just
Did it have windows?
no markings on it.
Did it
It
have
did in the
windows?
back, but down the sides, no.
Didn't have windows. Those are
Yeah,
kind of people have to I would suspect that police officers keep an eye out for those types of vans because a lot of times people get kids get abducted and stuff with those kind of vans because there's no windows, so you can't see anything going on.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, it may
Yeah.
or may not be, but
I was thinking about making a video and walking up, hey, what are you guys doing? But then I thought, better not. They'll probably
Yeah.
start searching my truck too and find my
on your
dirty
stash.
trash I keep. Yeah, all the trash I keep on the floor of my pickup. You really want to go through that crap?
Good morning, Texas
'Cause
Val.
I do. The inside of my pickup looks a lot like my death pile. It's just all,
Oh my gosh.
I got tools and
Mhm.
tie downs and old work gloves that have seen better days and all kinds of crap. It's just crap. I need to clean it out. And then I went to the gas station. Well, we have a grocery store with gas pumps outside of it.
Mhm.
And golly, price of gas is $1.44.9,
Oh, wow.
which seemed low. And then because it was the last day of the month, we get points when you buy groceries at the grocery store.
Right.
So we had 1,000 points. So I got another $1 off. So yesterday I bought gasoline for 45 cents a gallon.
Wow.
that crazy?
That is nuts.
Wow.
And it was a limit of 30 gallons at that price. So had Gwen and I both take both cars up there and top them off.
Yep.
And we still only got 23 gallons. So I was like, frickin' Rex. I didn't get my whole
You should
30
have taken
gallons.
you should have taken your lawnmower gas can down there.
Yeah, I've already topped them
Oh.
off
Oh, okay.
a couple of weeks ago.
Gotcha.
So I'm full of gas.
Don't forget to spend your shipping, your store supply coupons
Yeah, we
that are
got the new
available
one
today. Yep, I haven't done anything with that yet. Fishing and Picking says for the newbie sellers on here are the ones that don't have a store. Check your dashboard. eBay is given list free 200 auction style or fixed price listings. So you get 200
Oh.
free listings even if you don't have a store. That's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Gives you a little bit of reprieve from paying those fees. I would advise anyone, it really, and I know that there's some big sellers that don't have a store, but I would say if anybody's listing on eBay and they just, even if you don't have very much, get the $5, I think it's $5 a month or something like that you pay. And, at least you can put your stuff for sale. You can have a little more interaction with your stuff to try to get sales. I mean, ultimately, that's what we want. We want sales.
Yep.
So. Let's see.
Stock market's down again today.
Yeah.
Hey, crap.
Hank said there's probably some watches languishing on the floorboards in Todd's truck too. Watches,
There's all kind of
and
crap in there.
silver
I
and
could probably-
gold.
I could probably dig around in my pickup and find all kinds of things to sell.
Right? Yeah, I need to do that. I need to definitely get online and order some supplies. Probably
I did
just order my-
yesterday because I had never used my coupon for last quarter. So
Oh, okay. So you got double. You can
Yeah.
double up, or you can save this one for.
for later, thank God Bridget posted about it because I completely forgot.
I'm gonna put that on my list. Order shipping. I'll probably just order the my padded poly mailers.
The padded mailers.
That's
yeah.
what I usually use most of. I'll probably just order those. Yeah, Texas Val says buy them stocks while they're low. That's what we're doing. That's a good idea.
Should buy stocks in Zoom.
There you go. I think they've got a pretty good outfit. I really am pretty pretty satisfied with the service. I mean, I don't, it's rare that I come on and, it gives me any problems or knock on wood. But, as far as I can tell, it's pretty decent.
I bet Facebook's going to have a big jump in profits over this because how much more are people using Facebook right now than they were before the
You mean
shutdowns?
the
Just
messenger?
getting on there and using using
video chat.
Facebook more. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably getting a ton more business right now than they did when people
Oh yeah.
went out the door to their job.
hmm
Yeah.
So I bet that would be a good one to buy if it hadn't already gone up too much. And the stores that are still open, like Home Depot stock or maybe
Yeah.
Lowe's stock or Walmart even.
Yeah. I would say, people are thinking of all those repairs and things that they wanted to do to their house or to their the yard or whatever. I'm sure they're probably thinking this is a good time to do it.
Yeah. Job says that he has been busy.
That's good.
Morning, Tina and Texas Val.
Hi, Tina. How's those kiddos doing?
They got them a tractor.
Ooh.
Ooh.
They got them a little motorized Jeep tractor.
Oh, like a
car
kid's
thing.
vehicle thing?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm.
Just see him just scooting around the yard.
Is it sexy? Does he think his tractor's sexy? What's that song?
Yeah.
Do
She
you
thinks
think
my
that
tractor's
sexy?
sexy.
Oh,
Sexy.
she thinks.
She thinks my tractor's sexy. Going
It
stir crazy.
turns me on.
There you go. That's the one.
Uh-huh. Going stir crazy.
You know who I've been thinking about a lot this morning is what's his name? Randy Travis.
hmm
You
He's been
think
in my-
Randy's tractor is sexy, Sally?
He's no, not really, but he's been in my head today.
Uh-huh. You talking about his music or?
Yeah,
Okay.
his music, all of that. But yeah, he's been in my head this morning. Just I hope he's doing okay and everything.
Yeah.
His health is okay and all of that. Did you talk to your dad yesterday?
Who?
You.
No.
Oh, I talked to him for like 2 hours yesterday.
Ha. That's so funny.
Why is that funny?
Well, I talked to him and then I listened to him talk to Uncle Nathan on the phone for about 30 minutes too.
What?
Oh, don't you
Yeah.
hate that?
He's like, no, I'm sure I've already talked to her for a good hour and a half already. So I'm sure she's fine with listening to you talk for a while.
What? Good morning, Liz.
I Liz. Yeah, that was an evil laugh. My sister, she can be evil sometimes.
No, I talked to him the other day. I got my fill. I'm good for a while.
And, of course, all he really, he wanted to know a little bit about me, but, of course he was talking about, why his son wasn't talking to him. I don't know. He don't talk to freaking me either.
I told him, I told him that I would give him the message that Dad wanted to talk to him, and I did. I gave him the message, and he can do whatever he wants to do with it. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
You know, he's a grown man. He can make his own decisions. So, and I don't have anything to do with that. So, thank God.
What do I want to buy today?
Good morning, Frankie. How you doing today?
God, I'm filled up on everything.
Even if I have stuff though, I always just get another box of those padded, you know, not the padded flat rate, but the padded mailers,
Yeah.
because I use those.
Yeah, I like those. Those are
I
Those are
use those
good.
every day. Every day.
Per day.
if I get the eBay boxes, I don't feel like I'm getting enough for my $50 that I'm allowed, you know. I don't,
Yeah.
you just can't buy all the different sizes and all the, you know, all that you want.
Yeah.
And then just to buy them, it's too expensive. I would
Yep.
like to have eBay boxes. They're good boxes and they got the nice logo on them and stuff. But after you spend your $50, you're just, yeah, I don't have enough. They're too expensive then.
Yeah.
Morning, Frankie.
Get boxes from the Boxery or whoever else sells them on eBay.
Are those pretty reasonable from the Boxery?
Yeah,
Pretty good prices.
they're okay. Yeah, way cheaper than the eBay boxes.
Yeah. I have never bought from them. I've never bought from them. I gotta go find me a what is it, regional B box. I don't have any here. I have the square ones, but I don't have the long ones.
Oh yeah, I love those long ones.
And so I need to go see if I can. I might have some in the storage unit, so I'm gonna go look there first, and then if I don't, I might have to go to the post office and see if they have any.
Yeah.
I like those B boxes, but
I never use
least-
B.
at least 2/3 of the time it's cheaper to do a medium flat rate or just regular priority mail than one of those. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, it fits better in this B box than it does the other thing, but I don't want to pay the other money to use
Right.
it.
I never use B boxes. I use A all the time, a lot of A.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Nissa wants to know what size boxes does everyone use for hats?
I think it's 8x8x8 or something. 8x8x4.
I know I
8
have
by
these
8 by 6 by
8x6x4.
Maybe
For like
that's
a
what
ball
it is.
cap,
yeah.
for ball caps, yeah, I use 8x6x4.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
those work really, really well for a hat.
Yeah, 864.
Yeah, I
Fishing
really
and
need to
picking.
go through all. I need to go through all my boxes and see what I got and see what I don't have.
I really need to organize my shipping supplies.
It's gotten expensive to ship big cowboy hats because the dim weight starts getting you.
Yeah. Yep. But that's where, you know, you can utilize your a lot of your B boxes, right?
Cowboy hats? No,
Yeah.
they won't fit. They're too big for a B box. And it's not cheaper to ship cowboy hats on pirate ship either because they don't weigh very much for their size. And
Yeah.
pirate ship is by dimensional weight.
Well, in that case, wouldn't it be better to get some of those larger poly mailers, and you could do the cubic.
Oh, yeah.
So
Mm,
you could get a box and put it in a bag, and it will be cheaper.
yeah, that's a thought.
Yeah.
Well, you're just smart. Look at you.
I know.
April,
I got all this
April,
stuff in my brain, I didn't even know it.
April Fool's
Wow.
got nothing on you.
Wow. That's craziness.
That would have to be a big poly bag though, because
They make some pretty big poly bags though now because of that.
Yeah,
So-
what's the biggest one on here is I think the 14.5 by 18.5.
yeah, see, a cowboy hat box wouldn't fit in that.
No, you'd have to order those special, like on Amazon or eBay or whatever. And I don't know what the biggest ones are that you can get, but I know that they started making them really big for that reason, so people could
Mhm.
put a box inside of a bag. So oh, and they said I haven't had a posh sale in weeks.
Oh, wow.
What's going on?
Keep on sharing and listing, girlfriend.
You got to share.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Make offers too. I've been getting.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what I had my sell on this morning was an offer.
If I don't sell there at least one every day on Posh, it's at least every 2 days. Pretty normal to have one sale a day over there. I had 6 going out today, so it
I
was
have
good.
2.
Good job.
That was good. I was pretty
Yeah.
proud of myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the back.
Good job.
Yeah, yesterday I had the big sales from the day before, and today I've only got 2 going out. So I'm like, dang, what happened? I want back a day.
Mm.
Isn't it funny how eBay just bounces around?
But how much did you list yesterday?
3. And one of them
That's
sold, so that
probably
was one of my 2 that I got. I only listed 3 items yesterday.
Yeah.
Kind of lazy up in here.
I've seen that happen to me too. Like if I'm consistent, like I at least have like three or 4 listed in one day. Not saying that anybody should do that. I think if you have the time that you should do more. But you do whatever you got to do, but I see that like whenever I consistently list like 3 or 4, that I might get 1 or 2 sales out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hank says, Sally came in with that reality check. Thanks, Sally.
Yep.
Put me in my place. But yeah, day before yesterday, I sold $450 worth of crap, and yesterday I sold 50. I'm like, crap, what happened? Things just don't even out.
They
on
gotta
eBay.
spread them out. They gotta spread it out.
Hmm.
I got 4 by 4 by 4 boxes. I'm gonna try because I don't think I have any of those.
Ooh, that would be pretty small.
It is pretty small, but I sell some small things, that especially like if you're gonna do jewelry or something,
I use a lot of 644 because
you?
eyeglasses and a
We
lot
were
of
going through
watches.
We were going through our boxes yesterday, and I have a ton of those that we hardly use. We never use those small boxes. 6. Yeah. We use a lot of
My
those.
what is
Go
it?
ahead.
My jewelry that whatever jewelry I sell, I usually will do it like, I mean, especially if it's on Poshmark. What I'll do is I'll put them in one of those little jewelry boxes, and then I will wrap it with a bubbled mailer, and then I'll put it in, either a padded flat rate or a, just a regular eBay padded mailer. That's usually how I send them. That way they got the bubble wrap around them, and
They changed the shipping page again.
huh?
eBay
Don't
page
eat-
changed their shipping page again.
Oh,
I
did
don't-
they?
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
did.
notice this morning. Huh?
Mine's different than it was yesterday.
Huh? Morning, Miss Julie. She said, "Good morning, quarantine resellers."
Yep.
Yep.
Well, so
As long-
you put your jewelry in a padded envelope and then inside another padded envelope.
Uh huh.
Uh,
So what I
I don't
do,
do that.
what
I
I-
just use bubble wrap.
well,
Just
yeah, I could do that too.
just roll
I
it
like,
up.
but with a padded flat rate, or a padded mailer, you get kind of that double wall paddedness on there. So I take one of these and I put it in the very bottom, and then I just roll it up, and then I put it in the padded mailer.
Hmm.
So
I've been taping because mine is in a plastic bag already, the jewelry.
mhm.
So I take that plastic bag and I tape it or either tape it or put a sticker, an eBay sticker on the card,
Mhm.
tape that to the card, and then I take tissue paper and I roll the card with tissue paper and make
Mhm.
kind of like, it makes it kind of like a package like that
Mhm.
thick. And then I do the padded mailer
Mhm.
just to make sure it doesn't, like, and I do kind of funny things with my tissue paper too. Like I'll wrap it in one piece of tissue paper and then like I'll wrap it all up and then put a sticker on it so it'll stay closed. And then I'll wrap it in a different or a couple of pieces of tissue paper another way so that if somebody really wants it, they're going to have to take some time to open it.
Ooh.
Cha-ching.
You know what I mean?
Who's to change? Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, they paid for their swimsuit,
Good.
the one I sold on eBay for $18. Yay!
Awesome.
That's great.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
So I did 2 swimsuits. I sold
Great.
2 swimsuits.
Oh, cool.
So people are buying them up.
They're going to the beach.
Well, I have a good list. I got to get them up there.
Yeah, I do origami. So that it takes more time and they can appreciate it.
And sometimes if it doesn't fit in a box, a jewelry box, then I'll just take some I'll just make a little pocket mailer out of my bubble wrap.
Hmm.
Not necessarily just wrap it up. I'll just make a little, yeah.
And this is she's waiting for her cell that Valerie sends to her whenever she's watching her show.
What? Oh, gotcha. All right, let me see if I can.
You send
you go.
you send extra money for that, don't you, Anissa?
Uh-huh. Mhm.
You got
Mike
that.
says U-Haul has some good boxes to use. I try to buy if I can, but usually end up making one. I use hot glue gun to make it. Use pool noodles around the frame.
Oh, she's talking about, he's talking about whenever artwork or whatever.
Yep. There's so many different ways to do that. I love those pool noodles though for the frame. Those work perfect.
I've not had to use that. I tried to get Brandon was going to town or something to get bubble wrap anyways, and I told him to look for pool noodles, and he couldn't find them at that time. That I had sold a clock or something that I thought would be good for it, but well,
What do? You slice them and then put them around.
yeah.
Wrap 'em.
Hey, good morning, Craig.
Yeah, they're great
Frankie?
for frames.
I never.
Great for frames. Oh, I gotta go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That was me.
Oh,
sell?
you had one too?
Just sold some bicycle brake shoes.
Awesome.
Cool. Get it.
Because people are riding bikes still.
Yeah. I need to get new tubes for my tires.
Wonder if the cops would pull you over being a suspicious bicycle rider.
Not here. I mean, like, they know how long of a winter it is. And for it to be the 1st of April and us not have snow on the ground, it's amazing.
Oh.
And so I'm sure they expect it, and as long as we're not like, if I'm not in a group, if there's a group, I would say break it up. I would say that they have that's their job, is to break it up. If they have time, if priorities and stuff, but still, if they're not going and busting somebody for something right now and they see a group of people, I think that they should go break it up. I think a lot of people just still do not think about it as being
important. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I don't have a bicycle gang. Maybe that's what I need.
Well, it's also Frankie has a work of art that she got at Goodwill for $5.99 and should sell for $125.
Ooh.
Awesome.
What I would do is I would wrap it now. If you have something that's worth that much, I would wrap it now, like box it up. Go ahead and box it up to make sure that nothing happens to it.
Frankie, did you know when you saw it that it was worth that much, or did you just pick it because you liked it, or did you look it up in the store? 'Cause I never look at artwork in the thrift store.
I don't either.
I don't even know what the heck I'm looking at.
I usually try to buy any real painted painting, not prints, but like if I'm at a garage sale and there's an actual oil painting, I usually try to get them.
And what would you pay for one, not knowing anything about the artist?
Not much. So yeah, I would always get them cheap.
Texas Val, you're not allowed to criticize my speech unless you're on here, unless you come on here live and do it.
She looked it up in the store.
Yeah, I think this. I think Michigan has it's like a little bit more lax in their English. You know, They
Everybody
got-
has their,
huh?
I think everybody, every area has their, yeah, quirks of speech.
Yeah,
Fur.
for
Mhm.
sure. You know, you don't it's like there's some things that like the way that they say mom. They say mom, mom. Mm-hmm. That long oh. But then, there's other things that, they're lax on. So, ooh, a sale, Hank says.
Woohoo!
I guess it's just anything like we here in Philadelphia, we call the Eagles the Eagles.
The Eagles?
The Eagles.
Yeah, I do want to see you, Texas Val. So you do have to come on here and
We don't have to see you to come on.
criticize me live.
Just have to talk.
Yep.
Yeah. There's other ways around this, Missy. I'm not seeing my SKU number on this whenever I open my
Glenn?
shipping level.
I usually don't see it when I open I have to go into the item itself, into the listing.
Okay.
I wonder if are there still states where people are going to work like normal? Are there still states that don't have any kind of shutdown or stay at home orders?
I don't know.
I don't know that either. I did read an article about Washington State, how they were the first big hot spot,
Hmm.
and now
Oh,
they're
yeah.
on the down. They're on the downside. So
Yeah, but they still took a little bit of time to nip it in the bud.
oh yeah,
But their first big quarantines and deaths were from a nursing home.
right.
That so they
That's right. They were not concentrated, but they did have a lot of deaths in one facility, I think, right?
Yeah. And then also there was a serious amount of firefighters and EMTs that were in quarantine because they came in contact with people that had died at the nursing home, or that were sick at the nursing home, I should say.
Yeah, I started watching this show called Containment.
Great. That's all you need to do.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Oh man. Yeah, Texas Val says we're still working normal around here with AC and heating.
Yeah. And now they're
Yeah.
talking about, taking the kids out of school for the rest of the year.
That's what we're hearing here.
Mm-hmm.
Our governor for Kansas got so much flack for that because she closed down early on. She closed
for the whole
Right.
school year.
for the whole school year.
Yeah.
Yes. And man, she got a lot of flack for that. And
Well, I mean, I bet everybody else is looking at it differently now because, really there's not much time, for, until you hit summer,
mhm,
unless they're going to go into the summer,
mhm.
with school, really it's not going to matter. And maybe she was just
Well,
kind of reacting.
they have like schools. They have an amount of number of hours that they have to complete for the school year.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they're trying to figure out how if they can get credit for that, how they're going to do it. I know that there's a lot of schools that have they're setting up online classes, so you can work online. A lot of kids, and this is kind of a normal thing, where every kid is issued an iPad, so that way they can do their homework on there. They can they can do everything from the iPad, whether it's in school or outside of school. And so they go home with the iPad, and so as long as they have internet access, that could be the issue, with a lot of
Mhm.
people not having internet. But the majority, I would say, the majority of people do. Or if they don't, have Wi-Fi, at least there's, maybe there's somebody, that they know that has it. And I'm sure that they're, working with the kids that don't have that, that don't
Yeah.
have access to that. So I don't know.
Okay.
Crazy.
I found my SKU number. I'm gonna go get my thing.
Okay. Gotta love those SKU numbers.
Well, even if schools do have access to online, there's like kindergarten, first, second graders, they're not going to be
No,
typing assignments on computer.
no. I mean, I don't know how that works, as far as like kindergartners, to second graders, third graders, I don't know. Liz says my daughter is a senior. She's so sad. They haven't completely canceled the year. Yet I doubt they will go back. Yeah, that sucks. That totally sucks.
Yeah. It's a shame, all these things. Like my daughter-in-law's baby shower has been canceled.
Mhm.
And that stuff like senior graduation and baby shower are not the most important things to worry about, but there are these milestones in your life that you
Sure.
expect to have and celebrate, and you'll just never get those celebrations back. And Frankie says, I saw one of my friends post they didn't have internet at home, but their kiddo was doing their homework on their cell phone.
Mhm.
I feel so sorry for anybody who does. I mean, the internet has saved me, seriously.
Sure.
I do not know what I would do without being able to come talk to you guys in the morning. Last night, friends were playing a game of Cards Against Humanity online, and it's that being able to connect with people is keeping us sane. I don't know how people who don't have that
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
A lot of school kids in Philadelphia. I know there was a project to give out Chromebooks, and the city's looking at doing something with citywide internet, free internet, because there are kids who are out of school who just don't have the equipment and the opportunity that others
Absolutely.
have, and it's a shame.
Yeah. I mean, Julie says I don't know how it's going to work when AJ starts kindergarten in August. Yeah, hopefully, everything is going to be kind of
Back to normal, yeah.
somewhat the new norm, I think they'll, definitely be able to. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little over. I think by then, I think kids will be back to school. I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, there's going to be an overload of funerals and weddings, wedding and parties when this is all over. Yep, that's true. Memorials. That's why if you have a family member and they've passed away, definitely get them. You can have a burial and then do a memorial, or there's so many ways that you could do that. You could do an online
Yeah.
memorial or something like that. There's ways around that. It's not going to be the same, and it's not going to be like like how you wanted it, like how it was, but nothing's going to be the same after this. People are just going to have to change the way that they do things. Oh, yes, fishing and picking. Actually, it should be right around December that people will be having babies. That's how I looked.
Yep.
Yeah, looked at it. Oh, cool. Julie's brother had their baby yesterday.
Oh,
That's good.
It seems
Lord,
every
Val.
spring the U.S. will have one or two school shootings.
Hmm.
So at least that won't be going on this year. Grasping
Yeah.
at positives.
Yeah, that's true.
Because what was it, Sandy Hook and Columbine and a bunch of the school shootings were all around March, April, May time.
I never thought of it, but that's true. It's kind of weird.
You see shooters show up at a school. Hey, they're not having school. Well, dang it. I know that's kind of a
Oh,
creepy
wow.
way to think, isn't it?
Oh, wow. Baby was born early. She was due in April. Ugh, that's
Oh,
really, really early. Well, I definitely hope the baby's okay. And mom's okay. Yeah, she's
Oh,
well,
Ricky,
probably
Ricky
she's
had it.
probably a couple weeks early. So maybe that's not too bad, because I just thought of it and I was like, well, today it is April now.
Dad showed me a picture of he said he got a bunch of pictures from Priscilla or something, but there was a picture that had all of us kids. You weren't in it, but me, Amy, and Johnny was in it, and then a bunch of our cousins and stuff. But little Ricky was holding Tina,
Hmm.
and I knew it was either Tina or Julie. But I couldn't figure out who was holding Tina. And I'm like, oh, that's little Ricky. I forgot what he looked like as a kid.
Yeah, that's my stepson.
Yeah. See how I'm putting these in here? I put that card right there, and then I put the number right in front of it.
Yeah.
But see, the way that I have them on the shelf, like I don't even usually need to look at the number, because I know what the item looks like. So I just,
right.
Look in the general direction of where the number is supposed to be at,
Right.
and it's there. Yeah, because I
See,
ran out of pattern clips.
What I did was I mixed all of my numbers up.
Oh,
Yes, that's what I did.
Why?
Because I didn't want all my genes in one place. So everything is everywhere. So I don't have
do
any.
That?
Because it's better.
No.
Because now to me it made more sense, because I am solely dependent on the SKU number. Like you could, when you do all of your because basically when I would make a shelf, I would go through make numbers for all of the areas, the different letters, and I put them in a bowl basically, and then and I just mix them up. So everything's mixed up, and it could be on shelf 2. You know, yeah, that's what I did
So how are you finding stuff?
by the numbers.
But if the numbers are all mixed, I don't understand.
Okay,
I'm not
so-
getting something.
So I got shelf 1 that's right here. And so I have like K2. So it's in the K slot and it's number 2 in the formation or whatever you call it. So yeah. Cuz I didn't want all of my jeans to be in one spot.
Okay.
Because that's too much, I guess you could say too much bulk.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, are they in order? Like, okay, so like on your shelf 1,
Uh-huh.
you're not. are
My
you, like-
numbers are all numerological. Yeah. They're all in order. So it's
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Numerical.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Numerical
10,
order.
You know, yeah. Yeah. Numerical order. That was the number. That was the, yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
So your SKU tells you what shelf it's on?
Yeah. So if I want shelf 2, then on my card or whatever that I put on the item, it'll say, so I put the letter first, and then I put the shelf, and then I put where it's at, you know, what number it's
Okay.
at.
Okay. So basically, okay. So yeah, that's me too, Hank. As soon as you said everything is everywhere, I'm like, what? How the hell is that helping you anyhow? Yeah.
And it works so good.
So like you're like a number that is on your jeans
Hmm.
could be one number, and then your next number could be a bathing suit.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand that. But as long as you have your jeans is number 1 and your bathing suit is number 2.
I'm confused now.
Like if it's
It
jeans,
doesn't. There's no
suit,
There's no special number or place or anything of any item. It's very generic. So I don't know if number 2 is going to be bathing suits. I mean, it could be bathing suits. It could be jeans. It could be a top.
okay.
There's nothing that associates a number with a kind of or a piece of clothing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
as long as you have it in order though.
Yeah, it's in order. So I
Okay.
can go, I know the SKU number, so I know it's I-414. I can go to I shelf 414 in that row, and I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So because the way that it sounded to me
Yeah.
was like on shelf 2
Yeah.
where the K is, you would have 2, 6, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if that number hasn't been used yet, if it's still in the bowl,
Sally.
yeah, you're getting too far into it.
Yeah, my OCD is killing me right now too.
You just work on one shelf at a time. Everything you list goes on that shelf. in numerical order?
Sally
No.
does.
I do.
Oh, you do.
But then, like, if I sell something, then I take that number and I put it, because I have a box,
Uh-huh.
and I have new numbers in that box. But if I sell something, I put the number in front that I sell,
Mhm.
because I take the number off the item and put it back in the box.
Mhm.
And so the next item that I list will be on that number.
Right. Right.
Oh, you
So I could
reuse
fill
that
the
number.
so I could fill the spot again, so things don't fall,
Right.
as easy.
Oh, that's a great idea. Frankie uses a carnival ticket. I never thought of that. I write a number on a label, and I don't like my own system, so
So
See?
basically, what I did when I was getting the shelf ready would be, I would write what letter it was going to be. So I have like A, B, C, D, all the way through, and then whatever. So I would make labels to, say 1 through 14 or 15, whatever I can. Pretty much, I know that I can fit on the shelf.
Mhm.
And then I just put them in this. So these are all my numbers. And all I do is whenever I list something, that's part of the process is I attach a number to it, and then I go and put it in the computer, and then everything's hunky dory. But I've got all kinds of numbers still,
Yeah.
and they're all mixed up.
Okay, so then when you're going to put away inventory,
Yeah.
you're putting one on this shelf, one
Yes.
on this shelf.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, if it works for you, good luck, sister. But it wouldn't work for me.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm having to do that too whenever I replace my numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to do that with everything,
that's what I do,
and if I
Joanna.
had several,
Do you put that card, that
shelves.
number on the pack on your
Yes.
item?
Yes.
But you don't write down what shelf you write down what shelf it's on
Yeah. So
in your your custom label or your
yeah,
or
in my SKU number. So once I attach a number, so like this is 8-4 or I-48. So it is row I, it's shelf 8 and or shelf 4, and it's
item 8.
item 8. So all I have to do is go to that area. I don't have to go through each one to find the item. I go to number 8 where it should be, and that's where it's at. I pull it, and then whenever I go to pack it, I put that number back in the bowl, and then I can, it can be reused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, like these are numbers that I've sold already, but so I put those in front, and then
Yeah.
these are my new cards.
Yeah.
To where I'll put those on a different shelf or box until I get a shelf or whatever, because I'm running out of shelving. But
yeah. It works for me.
That's good.
I know
that's all that matters.
I know that Nikki, she would always say how you do the clothespins and everything. That does not work when you have several pieces of inventory, like I do. And I just do this for clothing. I don't do this for anything else.
Yeah, me too. I don't. All of my hard goods are on shelves.
Yes.
And some of them are in big boxes that I can pull, because if I just had it on the shelf, it would maybe fall down in between or something and get lost. So I put them in a box so that I can pull, and I can actually fit more things in the box than I could if they were on a shelf.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So
yep.
Like I pull the box and stuff that has like kitchen stuff in it, like bowls and stuff, like those are all in a box together. Like I do have them separated. And like I have one for like collectibles that have like, you know, like silver plates and stuff in them, you know, like, you know, stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
wall, you know, a few wall hanging decor things. Some of my wall hanging things though are on the actual wall.
Mhm.
I figured that would be a good, you know, especially if they're like more unique or whatever. I would want to put them on the wall so that I don't have to
Yeah.
put them in the box or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
want them getting messed up.
So Joanna wants to know, how do you keep the stuff from falling off the shelves? Hi, Joanna.
Good old
Well,
bungee cords for
Mike.
me.
Actually, the way that I did it was because I have a massive amount of eBay tape. So I used my eBay tape and I went about 2 inches up from the bottom of the shelf,
Mhm.
and I put tape around the poles, up one, down the other side, and stuck it together to where it makes like a barrier to keep them on the shelf.
Yeah, that's good.
And so at the bottom, like there's some of my things like at the bottom that have the number will be on the bottom, but
Mhm.
it's like hanging off the shelf so I could see it.
Mhm.
Or it might be at the top hanging off. So, but I could see the number. Usually from the side of the shelf, I could see the number.
Okay.
I might not be able to see each and every number,
Right.
even
Right.
you know, because some of them like this one I had like in the plastic because I didn't have enough binder clips.
Uh-huh.
So I actually put it in a plastic bag with the item, and you know, on top of a like a thank you card,
Uh-huh.
and had the bag just tied. So so there's going to be numbers that I can't see, but pretty much like, you know, all throughout my shelves and stuff, you can see numbers here and there,
Right.
you know, and so you kind of know where it's supposed to be,
Mhm.
you know.
Hank.
Thanks, Hank. I was truly worried for my sister the way that it sounded. I
So-
just thought that was a lot of work, you know, to get that system together. And now you're not following your own directions.
So Val does not individually number items. She just notes the container in her listing. So that's interesting.
Yeah, see,
Hank.
I used to have boxes, and like I would put them in a lettered box, and actually they were like all mixed together.
Yeah.
Then I started doing numbers in the boxes. So I had box A, and then a number. And then now I'm at this. So I've kind of like, you know, upped my game a little bit with the whole inventory thing just
You
throughout.
evolved. Val, I
Huh?
have a headache. Val says she has a headache. Hank says, I'm glad that was discussed and sorted out because, man, those facial expressions were a great laugh.
Woo! Thanks.
What are you doing? How are you doing that? How do you find anything? It's the best. I will say, the best thing I could have ever done.
And
Yeah.
this is what the one still that you did from the reseller project
Yes.
is this. Yeah.
Yeah. I tweaked it a little bit to
Yeah.
make it work for me, but
Mm.
yeah, it's the same kind of system.
And if you look back at her older videos, that's what she did too. She had boxes
Yeah.
that were lettered and numbered, and items that were numbered, and then she went to that. So
I
you
just
know,
got tired of looking for one item, and it would take
Oh,
me
no.
an hour and a half to 2 hours to look for something. It was it was bad.
Mhm.
It was bad.
Yeah, I
So-
don't know anybody else I don't know if anybody else does thank you cards.
I
Yeah.
do not. I pop an invoice in that has a personal note on the, like, it has like a note on the bottom and the invoice on the top.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And that's, the more I get into jewelry, I'm going to have to figure out a way to inventory that,
yeah.
because I've got so much listed, and there's so little, like when my necklaces, I have to basically take everything out of the shelf, because I have like the little plastic shelves, like 4 in a shelving unit, and I basically have to take everything out of it to find what I'm looking for. So I need to find a system for that.
So far, what I've done is, because I have like these, I have a tub
Mm-hmm.
that has like all my listed jewelry in it.
Mm-hmm.
And in there, I have big gallon Ziploc bags.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote on the front of it, necklaces.
Mm-hmm.
All the necklaces go in there. I have not numbered those yet, but I think it will come to that.
Yeah.
And actually, the last few that I did, I started writing on the, like a little tab like I do for my numbers. I started writing on those like what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But like I have necklaces, earrings, little lots of jewelry, just kind of basically, breaking them up.
Yeah.
Rings, pins and so forth.
Yeah. I need to look for a system for smaller.
Mary has one.
I mean, I may be able to do that, kind of the same system with jewelry that I'm doing, with my clothing. I may be able to do something like that. I don't know.
I know Mary has one.
I just don't know how I would. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know how I would put it in. I don't know. I don't know what kind of a container I would put them in. If I would put them in a tote, or if I would leave them in the box.
It depends on how many you have.
Yeah.
And also another idea would be to get some of those like plastic drawer type things.
That's what they're in right now.
They are, okay.
Yeah.
So then just maybe try to find something that you could separate with cardstock or something like that, and separate them and do some kind of like a number system with those also.
Not me. All my crap is all piled up on top of each other. I just go in there and dig till I find it.
I know that they have like separators. So I know that they have like, basically it's just a like a I can't talk. Can't think of what I'm trying to say. Like it's almost like a tackle box.
Mm-hmm.
Where you separate, and it just has the different little cubbies, for
I think it'd be
items.
too small. I mean,
But
unless you have like
if you had several of those for, say, like your earrings, so I may need to look at something like that. I'm sure there's different types, that you could, because crafters use those types of things too.
Love you.
Good morning, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
But that may be
Morning,
something
Carol.
to.
Morning, Karen.
to look at. I might have to look at
Hey, Karen.
options.
Yeah.
Carol says, "What are you separating?" I had an ideal.
Uh,
Be scared. Be very scared. No, we're talking about inventory systems.
so
Mine's
how do you
called
have yours? Oh, go ahead, Todd.
I was just gonna say mine's called the jigsaw system. You know, you just throw it all in boxes.
You know, I think that was, well, it's a little bit different, but you know, like I Love Lucy, she used to say, you know, she paid all of her bills. She had a good little system because she would just take all the bills, she'd throw them up in the air, and whatever landed face up, those were the bills that she'd pay that month. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, I have all mine in baggies and everything, but like I said, it takes. I would like to have. I'd like to have more of a system where I could go to it. I'd say, you know, it's in the green rack and it's, you know, number 10 or whatever.
I think
just like-
eventually I'll switch to numbers. I'll switch to doing numbers and putting a skew in
Yeah,
for everything.
I could do it for that. Now, you know, like hard goods, it's so hard to do them for hard goods. So you know, I'm actually considering taking all of my hard goods and taking them over to the storage unit because I have some hard goods here, some hard goods are over at the storage unit.
Yeah. Well, it'd definitely be a good
Um,
thing to do, put them all in one place.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm considering that, and then the rack that I have all my hard goods on here will be transformed into a clothing rack also, and I would keep clothing over there. Yeah, I think I have six of those racks total. So
6 shelving units.
6 shelving units is what
That's
I have.
good, man.
I have
should've
one.
gotten
I have
that
one
but-
in here, 4 in inventory room 1, and 1 in inventory room 2. So
That's awesome. I need to get more shelving. And
Yep.
even if I didn't have a place to put it in here, I could put it outside in the garage. If I, you know, if I needed just to do hard goods out there, I could do that.
mhm.
Um, yes. Yes, I did just nod yes, Hank. Um, but yeah, I need to do numbers. I need to start it now so that I don't get too far down the, I mean, because I don't do do jewelry that often.
Right.
So I don't have a whole lot of jewelry listed. So whenever it comes to that, I'm sure I'll be like, oh, I wish I did this right at the first.
Yeah.
You know, just like I
Yep.
did with clothing.
Yep. Like
Make a man
I
go
am
get this
sure-
item.
I'm sure we've all thought that, you know. I mean, it took me almost 4 years to change my system. So,
Right.
and it took me probably about, all in all, probably about 2.5, 3 months to complete it. You know, but
Mhm.
I don't regret it.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot easier than, for me, it's a lot easier than totes and boxes. That that shit gets old real fast.
Mhm. Yeah,
I don't know.
No doubt about it.
I think I could probably fit one more shelf on that rack with the way that I have my inventory right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been thinking about changing it and ordering another shelf, but I need to wait and just order another shelf, I think. Another whole one. I think that'd be best.
This thing just popped up on my news feed. A
What?
truck carrying Vicks Vapor Rub has overturned on Rio Grande Avenue. Fortunately, we shouldn't have any congestion for 6 to 8 hours. From the Wildwood Police Department.
That's great. That is great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I need to do a complete overhaul, but it's so intimidating.
I was gonna ask you how you have yours right now.
All my dresses and jackets are hanging on racks. All my clothing is, so I have totes marked with a letter. So J for jeans, RT for regular size tops, PT for plus size tops. So then when I list something, I put it in a bag, I put the box number, J or PT or whatever, and then I put a number. So,
Okay.
but then I have these boxes, and then they're in there kind of in numerical order. But then when you sell a bunch, and then you have a box that's half empty, and then you have a box, and then you're shifting to keep them in numerical order. And then books are just everywhere. So when I sell a book, I've got to just go through boxes and look at the titles.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's bad. But we're going to reorganize anyway. We think we're going to take this office where I am now, and we're going to switch my son's room out because it's a big room, and then we could put a crib and everything in here for when the baby's born, because they spend a lot of time down here in the summer. So when we do the whole switch into another room for the office, I might just take the opportunity to, I mean, it's not like I got anything else to do right now. But it's just so,
Nope.
I keep thinking about how I want to, I'm kind of, it's that analysis paralysis.
Right.
How do I want to do it?
Yeah.
Start
And
writing notes
It just
to
keeps me,
yourself.
Jump in with both feet and just do it.
I kind of like the idea of,
Get started.
yeah, I kind of like the idea of what Val is doing. She has a tote, she gives it a letter, everything that's that letter, it just gets that letter in the SKU, I guess. But I need to number individual pieces of clothing, because otherwise
You'll lose something.
I would lose, and I wouldn't know. I'd have to go through and look at the like for jeans, I have to have an individual number on jeans.
Yep. Because there's so many. I mean, you could have a pair of Lucky jeans that are a size 6, a size 8.
Right.
You know, and
right.
You got. I mean, it really is. Otherwise, you can send the wrong pair to, the wrong person, and
right.
And then you still have the right pair that's listed.
Yeah. And Amora, good morning. Yeah.
There's so many things that can happen with that.
I'm telling on myself right now, that is something that can happen. Yeah. Send a different pair to somebody, then sell that pair to somebody else. Oh my God. It's just like, it's just snowballing.
Yeah.
Believe me, if there's a mistake to be had, I've done it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure we've all been in that boat. We've all been in that boat. Definitely.
It's not an easy thing keeping up with, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 items.
Yeah.
Whatever's Valerie's got now. 4,000.
No.
How many
only
did you have?
20, almost 2,200.
Oh Lord.
And probably 75% of it is clothing. At least 75%, I would say.
Yeah.
So it's a lot.
Yeah. And then I need to figure out something else to do with my shoes. What do you do with these shoes, sister?
That's a hard one because I mean, shoes. All I can do is put them in totes. There's really no option to that, and so the only thing I can do with those is put them in, like men's shoes. You know, they have their own tote. Athletic shoes have their own tote. Heels have their own tote.
Yeah.
Flats have their own tote. Sandals have their own. You know, everything is categorized, so I don't have to dig a whole lot.
I don't
That's what
like that.
That's what I try to avoid is digging.
I want to buy a shelving thing just for shoes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the best way to store them as far as room goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm using my room that I have purposefully.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do tote up on tote. I know I don't want to do that.
You
But
don't
it's
wanna
coming.
what?
I don't want to do tote on tote.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But the way that it is right now is not
Yeah.
working because I don't have enough space.
Yeah.
Because what I have is a shoe holder and it's about 4 feet long. And it has three racks on it.
Mhm.
And what it is it's 2 bars right there to hold the shoe. And so what I'm doing is I'm putting flat shoes on other shoes
Mhm.
because they have to be like doubled in there. So if they can double on themselves, I'm doing that, but most of them I can't. So I like, yeah. But Carol, if you have 75 pairs of shoes, you can't, those racks aren't going to mean crap. Those plastic door hanger things. Those aren't going to hold enough to make it worthwhile. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have that plus, you know, like the rack that I got right now.
Mhm.
So I actually might try.
I just zip tie the pair of shoes together and throw them under a table.
That's one way to do it.
Okay.
You John Wayne'd it right there, didn't you?
Yeah, there's boots on top of sneakers, on top of sandals and heels, and yeah, they're just all in there.
Another satisfied customer.
At least when I dig and I find one of the correct shoes, the other one's zip tied to it, so I can drag both out at once.
Hank says, mark them suckers down. No more than 20 pairs at a time. Yeah, I've tried to do that.
I just saw Sasquatch, or was that Brandon?
Yeah, that was the husband. The husband.
Yeah, she said. Carol says I use them for my shoes. I'll send you a picture, Sally.
Okay.
That could.
That's
that
a cool
could
idea,
work.
actually.
That could work. Putting them on, like the ends of your
racks. Yeah.
of your rack. I mean, that's definitely a space saver.
Yeah.
So I mean, you may need several.
I do have 2 doors on my eBay room.
Mhm.
So that it could work, except I might have to move my jean rack, my candy rack that
Yeah,
the jeans are on.
yeah.
I might have to move that.
Morning, Liz.
I don't know
Yeah.
where I'd move it.
Yeah, I don't have I could put them on. I have 2 doors, so I could definitely put shoes. And I really don't have a whole lot of shoes. I probably have, I don't know, 50 pairs, maybe
Uh-oh.
60 pairs. What?
Is the global shipping program shutting down fishing?
That's what Fishing and Picking's saying.
What?
No international delivery.
Mm.
Well, wow.
So if we want to ship something overseas, it's going to be send it yourself?
Hey, we'll have to do FedEx or UPS probably.
Pirate ship does.
You could probably do pirate ship. Yeah. I kind of knew that was coming. Yeah. Yeah, they're good for all sorts
Hey,
of
buddy.
stuff.
Psst, 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 psst.
Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at some different options for the jewelry. That's kind of what I'm focusing on right now is the jewelry stuff. So
Golly, that's going to hurt. I bet 30% of my sales are international.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Thank goodness. Crack.
Some
That
international
means you
delivery
don't have
services.
movies. Huh. Yeah, it looks like that just means all of them. It doesn't say if it's GSP or shipping on your own. It's on the shipping page when you buy your shipping label.
Some international deliveries are no longer available. Huh. What?
Okay, Frankie. Yeah, send me that. Hold me, Mama. Hold me.
It's like a baby.
I need you.
Mama.
Wow. Oh, you have bad breath.
Yeah, I mean, that might take a little bit of the, having to stack what I have now.
Mhm.
If I do put like flats or something in shoe holders on the back of the door,
Yeah.
that may help.
Mhm. I mean, it could definitely open up some either floor space or shelving space.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Now's the time to do it.
Carol.
Oh my gosh. No, he's like 25, I think.
Bum crack?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he is.
April Fool.
I think he's
Thanks, Karen.
I think he's 50.
Says he's 48.
Then says, no, I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's very organized, Valerie. Val, she sent a picture. Yikes.
Yeah,
Let me look here.
she's embarrassing me with all that shelving organization there.
Oh, I don't see it.
In
Where's it at?
Messenger?
Yeah, I'm
In
looking.
Messenger?
Oh, like all of her totes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Totes my goats.
Val's trying to get all the dirt on bum crack.
Yeah, you're supposed to wake your kids up, Rita, and tell them
Morning,
that they had
Rita.
school today.
Oh, I got cat hair in my mouth.
I wish my kids were young enough to still do that.
Yep, they grow up quick. Oh,
Pretty boy, pretty boy.
yeah.
48.
Well. Yep. Time to get busy. Get it done.
It's Love It or List It challenge today on Poshmark.
Oh, awesome.
Woohoo!
I have some bathing suits to list.
That you need to get them on there because they're buying. You might want an extra $500.
Oh my gosh. Crazy. All right, everybody. I hope everybody has let's see. Johanna says, anybody else having trouble with the homeschooling thing?
F Poshmark.
Carol!
How do you really feel? How do you really feel, Carol?
Carol, you're not supposed to say that. Poshmark can be your friend too.
Yes, it can. You got to give it love, though. You can't just use it. You gotta love it and show it some love. Oh my gosh.
Carol.
No, I don't know. I would really go on to maybe some homeschooling sites and maybe see if anybody else has any ideas on the homeschooling thing.
I've seen some things that like are free right now. Like some sites are free right now because of the kids being home.
Yeah. Go on Facebook and see if there's any. I just found out they put all kinds of assignments in an app, so I have to get Joseph a tablet. Well, I mean, he should be able to do that on a phone, or should be able to do the same thing on a phone.
Possibly.
If you have a phone, you can put that app on. He should be able to do the same thing. Right?
Carol's making enemies.
You would think, but what's the app?
I don't know if she said. I don't think she said.
I would look at that, definitely. Yeah. All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a great day. Get lots of sales. Get lots of listing done.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
And I hope everybody has a great day.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see y'all later.